Hello there, welcome back to my second channel, welcome back to Jack in the Books. Now, I've spent quite a lot of time talking about and dissecting celebrity book clubs. I even did a video a couple of years ago now specifically about model book clubs, supermodel book clubs, because Emily Ratajkowski, Kaia Gerber, Camille Rowe, they all had book clubs or iterations of book clubs at one point in time. And honestly, I found some really great book recommendations from these very curated lists, and it's been really fun to get to dive into those. And so, when I saw that Bustle have a quiz called Which Celebrity Book Club Should You Join? I was like, we have to do it. We have to make a video out of this, and I'm going to take the quiz and find out. I saw this on Instagram, immediately I turned my camera on, and here we are. That's how we got here. That is how this sequence of events occurred. I feel like Oprah Winfrey was probably like the pioneer of the celebrity book club. Here in the UK, it was like Richard and Judy, which, if you're not from the UK, will mean nothing to you. But if you are in the UK, they're like television royalty. And they used to have a book club, I want to say with like W.H. Smith. Dua Lipa also just launched her own book club with Service 95, which I think is going to be so exciting. I actually got to have a very small part in it when she recorded the book club at Hay Festival. I got to introduce her on stage, which was so cool. And she was so lovely and kind, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. That's coming out on June 16th with Douglas Stewart, who wrote Shuggie Bain. It's such a cool conversation, so brilliant, so insightful. So that is coming very soon. But for now, my arm was sore from pinching myself. I can't believe I got that opportunity, but it was amazing. And just getting to listen to Dua Lipa and Douglas Stewart talk about books was phenomenal. It was amazing to get to be a fly on the wall in that room. So I am going to screen record. Hopefully you can see this. And we have this lovely little animation with Emma Roberts, Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, someone, and Kaia Gerber. I'm not sure who that is on second right. But moving on. We're living in the golden age of reading, or at least it seems that way on social media. Posting books on Maine is nearly as common as sharing water-adjacent thirst traps. The people who write these articles, it's an extreme sport, really and truly. Models, actors and musicians are all clamouring to be papped while holding books, and they've even been known to panic buy tons to fill their shelves before filming home tours. Looking at you, Ashley Tisdale. By the way, that would be my dream job, to just go and get to fill someone else's bookshelves for them. Where do I sign up for that? Anyway, they're talking about how lots of celebrities have launched their own book clubs as part of their personal brands. They mentioned Dua Lipa, Jeanette McCurdy. With all these celebrity book clubs, it might be hard to discern which is the right one for you. Which should you choose if you're the type to post a Notes app style list of your favourites at the end of each year, or if you prefer a searing social critique to literary Sally Rooney-esque romance? Luckily, Bustle has you covered. Thanks, Bustle. Thank you, Bustle, we appreciate that. Look no further than the quiz below to find the long-standing celebrity book club that best suits your taste. So, read on to keep on reading. Smooth, I like it. So let's give the quiz a go. Firstly, who would be your book boyfriend? Great question. One I often ponder, one I often think about myself. I've actually read all of these books aside from My Brilliant Friend. I know you're gonna come for me in the comments. I'm saving it for my summer read, okay? I'm going to some islands and I think it's gonna be really nice to take My Brilliant Friend along with me and like read it on a beach somewhere, okay? That's my justification for not having read it yet, because I have got a copy, I just haven't read it. But To Kill a Mockingbird, It Ends With Us, Normal People and Pride and Prejudice I have read. I can tell you for free, it is not gonna be It Ends With Us. To Kill a Mockingbird is a book I love. You've got Pride and Prejudice. I mean, Normal People, I relate most to Connell. So maybe I'll go with Connell. Connell is a character whose imposter syndrome at university really resonated with me. So it's gonna be Connell. And I genuinely think of Paul Mescal as like a friend of mine. Like when he was nominated for the Oscar, I was like, oh, good for Paul. As if he was like someone that I knew. He's literally an actor who I've never met. But I don't know what it is about him being in Normal People. I don't know, I just feel somewhere deep down that like we're friends, even though he doesn't know I exist, and that's on having a parasocial relationship. So anyway, moving on from that, what emoji do you use most frequently? Crying, laughing, blowing kiss, clown, hands making a heart, or prayer hands? Should I absolutely expose myself and see what my most frequently used emojis are? Okay, so we have the sparkle, the white heart. The white heart is my that's my go-to. I love the melting face, I love the little guy saluting, but the cry laugh emoji is the only one I have on here that is on that list. I do have the book emoji, so that's good. That's very on brand. Wow, this feels like an insight to my soul that these are the emojis I use most frequently, or at least recently. But yeah, I guess I guess it's going to be the cry laugh emoji, although I don't know if I want to pick that one, even though like essentially it's the truth. I don't know, I would love to say it's the hands making a heart emoji, but like that wasn't even in there. Okay, fine, it's cry laughing. I hate myself. I actually hate myself. That's going to send me into an existential crisis. Damn it. But before I spiral, I just wanted to take a second to let you know that today's video is very kindly brought to you by Squarespace. I love Squarespace. It is the all-in-one platform for building your very own website or online brand. They have tons of amazing templates, which are the perfect starting point, so you don't need any coding experience. You can just hop right in, customize something that is already prepared for you, and make something beautiful that is completely unique and your own. They also have amazing tools like a blogging feature. There are analytical tools as well, so you can see what your audience are really engaging with, what they're liking, because as I always say, your website is kind of the first surface that people encounter when they come into contact with your brand. So it's really important to make a good first impression. And you too could build a platform where you show people what celebrity book club they should join. If you make it, I will take your quiz. I'm putting it out there now. If all of this sounds good to you, then I have great news, because you can actually get a free trial at squarespace.com, have a little play around, and then when you're ready to launch your beautiful new online brand or website, you can use the code JackInTheBooks at squarespace.com/JackInTheBooks to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You're welcome. But for now, another website that I love at the moment is Bustle, because they are really sorting me out with this quiz. So, the next question is, who is your favourite reality TV villain? Is it Olivia Attwood from Love Island? Iconic. That was nothing short of iconic. Olivia Attwood on Love Island shifted my brain chemistry. So that we're starting off strong here. And actually I've never seen any of the other shows, so I don't even know if it's worth reading out the list, but we have like Southern Charm, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Vanderpump Rules, and Selling Sunset. I haven't seen any of those shows, so we're gonna go with Olivia Attwood because she is an icon at the moment and a legend. What's your least favourite literary genre? Well, I feel like you guys already know the answer to this one. Supernatural, poetry, fantasy, romance, science fiction. So I love poetry, that's an obvious one. Supernatural, I don't think I've ever read any supernatural fiction. Fantasy is a genre I don't often vibe with, but then like cozy fantasy and magical realism I do like. Romance, I dip my toes into every now and then and often enjoy. Science fiction, I'm kind of like, could take it or leave it. So at first I was thinking it was obvious that I was going to choose fantasy, but I have to say, given that I've never read a supernatural book, have I? Like, would Dracula count? Or like The Turn of the Screw? Or maybe like some, like The Hound of the Baskervilles? I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of books that have like a ghostly kind of presence in them. See, I like horror movies. I'm gonna go with fantasy. The next question is much easier. This is which is your dream dog? We've got Cocker Spaniel, French Bulldog, Chihuahua, Labrador, or I would only adopt. Which I feel is a weird addition to this list. Like, okay, final option, taking the moral high ground, like, ignores the question and is just like, I am taking the moral high ground. Like, you can still adopt and have a favourite dream dog, you know? So I'm just gonna ignore that one. And I'm gonna go with Cocker Spaniel because I have a Cocker Spaniel and I love him to pieces. He's the best. What's your favourite font? Okay, now we're asking the real questions. Now look, I love a Times New Roman. I won't lie to you. I am a Times New Roman boy through and through. We also have Didot, Garamond, Arial, and okay. I remember incredibly embarrassing myself at a little soiree one time because I pronounced Helvetica, and I was mocked relentlessly. Bullied even, I would say, bullied out of the party. And it's a moment that I will never forget. Like, it is etched on to the inside of my eyelids. Like, that moment where I pronounced Helvetica, and was shot down. But maybe deservingly so. I mean, look, it's one of those things where I had never heard the word said out loud before. I'd only ever seen it written down. And so I just assumed. And I assumed wrong. So I'm gonna go with Times New Roman and move on very promptly. What is your most used Instagram filter? I don't use an Instagram filter, so we're gonna go hashtag no filter. Oh my god, how do I answer this? Which piece of literary merch do you want the most? The Joan Didion tote bag. I actually have two Joan Didion tote bags. They're different. I have two different Joan Didion tote bags. The Sally Rooney bucket hat, also that's not a want, that's a need. I was gutted when I didn't get one of those. That was part of the promo for Beautiful World Where Are You? And I got like all the merch except the bucket hat. And I was devastated. I have a pink copy of that book, which is so beautiful. And like, if my flat was burning down, that's what I would save. But I don't have the bucket hat, and I would really love it. Now, I didn't know the Paris Review had a baseball hat, but now I need to see it. Paris Review baseball cap. Let's see. Okay, it can't be that iconic if it's not coming up straight away. Oh. Oh, that is cool. Oh wait, I do like that a lot. The New Yorker tote bag is also iconic. Like, whenever I see someone with a New Yorker tote bag, I think I want to be your friend, and I would really like one. So, God, this is tough. And then just give me a first edition book. Honestly, I'm not that bothered about first editions. I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but I'm not bothered. I don't care. Next one I'm gonna rule out is going to be the New Yorker tote bag, because I would really like it, but I feel like so many people have it that it's not like the one I want the most. I just want it in like in a very casual way. It also feels more attainable than the others. The Joan Didion tote bag I actually do have, so maybe that's the one I should choose, because that's the one I most relate to on this list, because I actually have it. I have two, as we've established. Okay, fine, I'm clicking it. And now, Bellatrix, Emma Roberts. You're a millennial's millennial. Having come of age on Harry Potter, Britney Spears and Lizzie McGuire, that is true. That is true, actually. And when it comes to your taste in books, you gravitate towards stories of women navigating the same stage of life as you. I do love books about people in their 20s, so yeah. Whether that's Raven Leilani's Luster, love that book, Julie Buntin's Marlenia, or Lisa Taddeo's Animal. Okay, I also like Lisa Taddeo, so I think this is maybe pretty accurate. Bellatrix is sure to meet you where you are and challenge you along the way. Well, there you go. My dream book club is Bellatrix by Emma Roberts. Can't argue with Bustle. Bustle has decided, Bustle has declared. That's my answer. So, who knows? Maybe we'll do a Bellatrix book club video on my main channel very soon. I feel like that's the obvious conclusion here, right? Also, this lighting I think makes me look a little bit insane. It's kind of like I'm like under interrogation. It's kind of dusky, so I turned the light on. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll leave the link to the quiz down below in case you want to take it as well. Let me know which book club it gave you. Are we all in the same club? Are we all joining Bellatrix? Let me know. Until next time, thank you so much for watching this video. You can subscribe if you're new, and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye!